Hey YouTube, this is Chase Factory, and this is a deck profile for Sutekh. He's always been a monster I actually really liked, and I actually have a full playset of him, IRL, it with 2 ultimates and an ultra, but I always really liked him, but he can never be used because he's like the priestess of Heretics. But the thing is, Heretics don't need a priestess type of card. So he kinds of ends just being like a card that you can't really use. So I tried to build a deck around him. And so that's what this is. But before I go into it, I have a few cards to show you because I'm proxying for them on DN and they aren't actually released yet. Because they're either being released in, Bell of the Blue Eyes, the new structure deck coming out. So first is Blue-Eyed Maiden, who... What? Stop it. Who isn't released yet, clearly. Level 1 Light Spellcaster Tuner. No stats. And its effect states, when this card is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, change this card's battle position, and special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand deck or graveyard. Second effect states, when this face-up card is targeted by a card effect, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand deck or grave. You can only use 1 effect per turn and only once that turn. So, this summons Blue Eyes, and that's all it's for. But it's really important because Blue Eyes is a normal monster, and normal monsters are really important in this deck because of how Sutekh works. So next we have Blue-Eyed Silver Dragon, who is a level 9 light synchro dragon, light 2500 attack, 3000 defense. It's a combination of any tuner plus any non-tuners. When this card is special summoned, until the end of the next turn, dragon-type monsters you control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can target 1 normal monster in your grave and special summon it. So this card is amazing. It's like insanely good. And it summons the Blue Eyes back. You can do it in your standby phase anyway. And Blue Eyes is amazing, so. It's a 3k beater at least, it's not horrible. This card you probably won't use a lot unless it's just like to protect Sutekh OTK or something. Because Sutekh's boss. And the last card is Dragon's Mausoleum, which also hasn't been released yet. It's also in Bell of the Blue Eyes. It's a normal spell card. Its effect states, send 1 dragon from your deck to the grave. Then, if that monster was a normal monster, you can send another dragon to your grave. And you can only activate 1 Mausoleum per turn. So, it's really good grave filler. It can mill 2 cards. You can do something like mill a Blue Eyes, mill a White Stone, search a Blue Eyes, and then trade in the Blue Eyes. You end up with 2 Blue Eyes in your grave, and you get 2 draws out of it. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting combo stuff you can do with it, and it's really important for the deck, which is why I'm using it. So the deck itself obviously revolves around Heretic Dragon of Sutekh, who is a level 8 light dragon, and its effect states you cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 dragon normal monsters from your grave. So kind of difficult summoning condition. But once per turn, you can banish 1 dragon monster from your grave to destroy a card on the field. So he's like a Dark Armed Dragon that can only use his effect once per turn. So he's pretty insane. If you get him out, he kills everything, but he's really hard to get out, obviously. Because you have to be able to fill your grave with dragon normal monsters. And that's kind of hard with most decks. But I think this deck does it okay. The sad thing about this deck is I've never tested it because it's not even OCG legal yet, because the Blue Eye Structure deck hasn't been released and won't be until June. So, yeah, sad. Anyway, I'm running 2 Rescue Rabbits with triple Alexandrite and triple Ragnarok for a light filler, or for a dragon filler, and then also light monsters, which is going to be important later. And then triple Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 Blue Eyes Maiden. This is my proxy for it for this. Triple Sutekh, of course, really important card in the deck, because it's the main thing. Triple Light Ray Sorcerer, who is also actually really important, because The way Sorcerer works is you can only summon it by having 3 banished light monsters. And if you summon Sutekh, you automatically have 3 banished light monsters. So if you can summon Sutekh, you can summon Sorcerer. And Sorcerer's other effect is you can target one of your banished light monsters and one face-up monster on the field. Shuffle your banished light monster into the deck and banish the card he controls. So it's like a Chaos Sorcerer, but it has a different summoning condition. But it's pretty cool. I'm running Red MD because if you don't run Red MD in a Dragon deck, then you're doing something wrong. The 2 Rescue Rabbits, and then triple White Stone of Legend, because it's the White Stone of Legend. It's awesome. Searches Blue Eyes, and it's a tuner, it's a dragon, does that kind of stuff. In the spells, I'm running Dark Hole, Heavy Reborn, of course. Double Lance, this can protect pretty much everything, and it can be used defensively, of course. It can turn Alexandrite Dragon into a 2800 beater. Double MST for back row removal. Triple Dragon's Mausoleum, this is my proxy. Double Hieratic Seal of Convocation to search Sutekh, so I effectively have 5. 2 Pots of Duality to make the Blue Eyes Maiden combo more reliable, because it's an insane combo that you're going to see in a second, and you're going to be like, what? How is this fair? So, after that we have 3 trade-ins for the Blue Eyes and Sutekh if he's dead. You can do like Convocation and then trade in 2 for 2. So trade-in is really good in this deck because it's so easy to get Blue Eyes to your hand. You can get it with any of the Mausoleums, any of the White Stones, just by drawing it. So trade-in's amazing. And then 2 Wonder Wand. And this card's really important because when Blue Eyes Maiden is targeted by a card effect, you can special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or grave. And activating Wonder Wand, equipping to Blue Eyes Maiden, counts as targeting with a card effect. So you can immediately activate Blue Eyes Maiden's effect, special summon a Blue Eyes from your grave, and then you can either synchro for the Blue Eyes Silver Dragon, or you can just tribute the Maiden for double draws. So it's instantly a +1. It's a crazy combo. And that's a really big thing in the deck. So you have 2 Wonder Wands. And then triple Common Charity, which draw 2 cards, then remove from play 1 normal monster in your hand. So the way you do this is it removes your extra rabbit targets if you happen to draw them. It turns them into live draws, basically. And it can be used on Blue Eyes if you don't have a trade-in. And this is also really good because when you banish 3 for Sutekh, once you summon Sorcerer and you start putting them back in your deck, they can become dead draws, and then you can also run out of material banished for summon a second Sorcerer, maybe. So Common Charity lets you keep the banish number at 3, so that you don't ever go below that. And this is a 45 card deck, and that's totally okay. As I said, I haven't used it, so I don't actually know this for a fact, but I have pretty good philosophy on why. Many of you may have seen Long Dao's 53 card Mermail deck that won a YCS by running 24 search cards. This is a 45 card deck, and I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 cards to let me either thin my deck or draw or search. So half of the deck can dig further into the deck, which keeps it consistent at these large levels. So it's pretty cool. In the extra deck we have 1 Catastor, 1 Black Rose, 1 Starform Dragon, or I guess it's now called Celestial, which is pretty cool. It's a level 11 synchro, so you can make it with White Stone plus Red MD. And its effect says you can only summon it by Synchro Summon, and its Synchro Summon cannot be negated, so you can't Solemn Warning or anything. And when this card is Synchro Summoned, no cards can be activated in response. So no Bottomless, no Torrential, no nothing. And if it attacks, it is completely unaffected by cards until the end of the damage step. So no Mirror Force, no Deep Prison, no nothing. Celestial Dragon is like the invincible. The only thing that can kill it is Compulse. in the whole game, and that's not very popular right now, so it's pretty safe. Pretty crazy. This is my Blue Eyes Silver Dragon proxy I'm running 2. Because you can also make it with Sutekh in a level 1, not just Blue Eyes in a level 1, so that's pretty cool. And then the rest of my extra deck includes Constellar M7 for the Light Ray Sorcerers, along with the Strike Bouncer for the Light Ray Sorcerers. I'm running a level 8 because why not, and I'm running Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon because he's kind of fun. He can negate the effect, when he attacks, he can basically negate the effect of who he's going to attack, so he can like kill Zenmains and stuff. It's pretty cool. He's 2 level 8s and he's 3k. And then for the 4s, for the Bunny, I'm running Maystroke, Shockmaster, Utopia, Black Ship, Pappy, Queen Dragon Jin, and a really awesome card, Starleech Paladynamo, who is 2 level 4 lights. So really easy to make for me, and his effect is, once per turn you can detach 2 materials to target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Attack becomes 0 and its effects are negated. And so basically that's also permanent, so even if they kill Paladynamo before he destroys the monster, it's never going to do anything again. And whenever Paladynamo is destroyed by opponent's card, battle, or card effect, and sent to your graveyard, you get to draw a card. So that's pretty awesome. So the deck's pretty cool. I really want to get to test it out, although I obviously haven't gotten to, and I won't be able to until June, when these cards become legal in OCG or TCG. So that's going to be cool. And obviously I'm not thinking about Elemental Dragons or Evil Swarms or any of the meta decks right now when I'm saying this deck's pretty cool. Because it's not made to compete with them, it's made to be a kind of cool deck that might work out, might be kind of cool. It summons Sutekh, and Sutech's one of my favorite cards, so I like that. And yeah, that's all. It's a pretty fun deck. I like it, or I think it will be fun at least. Haha. So yeah, that's all. And she's Factory signing.